Let's talk about this. What was your best mile time, Ilya, that you told me about?
Oh, I saw
6:05.
It was 6:05.
Right.
So I ran the mile, and I was like, he told me 6:05, and I go, I'm gonna fucking beat that. I'm gonna
What
beat that.
time at night was this?
So it was like a 10 or 11.
At 10 at night, you
That's
decided
when I
to run
run.
a mile.
That's when I run. Yeah, I
Oh,
usually
okay.
run really late. So he told me it was 6:05. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go beat the time. So the next morning I come and I show him the time, and I go, check this out, motherfucker, 5:58. And so I beat his time by 7 seconds, and you could just see his face freeze. His face was like, where did you run it? Where's your? And I was like, I just ran right out the door. So to be fair, there's a little bit of an incline. You're going downhill for like 0.3 of the miles.
Yeah.
So like you get, that's why there's so much speed.
Yeah.
But Ilya was like, where did you run it? And then I told him, I was like, I ran outside the door and I ran to like the Stout, the restaurant down the street. And he goes, okay. And he fucking left. And he fucking,
No, you didn't.
Yeah. He went to run it himself. And then he came back and he's like, 5:36. And he goes, 5:36. Suck my dick. And then I was like, oh, I could beat that. And he's like, no, you fucking can't beat that. You can't fucking beat that. And then that night, then at like 10, 11 p.m., I went out. I ran.
The same day.
Yeah, same day.
Same night.
I ran, and I got 5:28.
No
And
way.
I destroyed his fucking little pussy ass. And then he goes, hey, well, I'm gonna try to beat you tomorrow. And then you know what he fucking does? You won't believe this shit. He planned to run the next morning, but he wanted to make sure he got the proper rest.
Yeah.
So at 8 p.m. he left my house and he got a hotel room. So he was well rested. So he was well rested for the next morning. And I was like, and I was fully convinced. I was like,
You're fucking bad shit.
and I was fully convinced. I'm like, oh, he must be sleeping with a girl, or he has like a girl that's coming over.
Right.
He doesn't want her to come here, because he lives in the middle room in the house, which is basically living in a glass box. Like everybody would fucking hear him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he's hooking up with a girl. And then this morning, I asked him, I was like, who'd you hook up with? And he's like, dead ass, I didn't. Like I was literally just fucking resting. And this morning he got a 5:23, and he beat me. So
Wow.
currently he's in the lead.
Where's the turnaround exactly?
What
Are
do
you
you mean?
guys doing the exact? Do you have to touch Stout and come back?
No, you don't come back. It's just on our watch. It like measures.
Oh, just to get to Stout.
Yeah, when you get to Stout, it's a mile. Like right when you run past it, it's a full mile, and it's a full on sprint the entire time. It's really fucking deadly. You like die right after you do.
Yeah,
it.
it's like really dangerous actually for him and I because like we're not,
We're definitely not built for it.
not built to do that. Yeah.
You literally put like every ounce of energy you have in your entire body, and then when you get to the finish line, you just collapse.
Really?
You just collapse.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's like.
And it's all mental too, because it's literally just like it's like I hate this word because it's so cliche, but like it's literally channeling like every energy for everything you do just into that moment.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you're in a rocket ship. Well, you've never been in a rocket ship, probably. Neither have I. But
I've flown for JetBlue.
Yeah, when you need to take off and they don't have much battery left, so they're like, okay, cut the refrigerator, cut the air conditioning, move all the power to the thrusters. That's what it's like running. That's what it's like running a mile.
By the way, this story is like the story that girls probably hate and are like, wow, guys are so fucking dumb.
You think?
Yeah.
Correct.
This is the kind of thing that like I think it's hilarious.
Well, I think
but
going
we're
to
doing nothing for men right now.
I think going to a hotel is so stupid. You should have stayed here. Honestly, it takes a lot more energy to go to a hotel, check in.
he wanted-
Fucking
he
hear
has
me
his
out.
process.
Can you hear me out first?
Okay, go.
Okay, the reason I went to the hotel room is so I can have a controlled environment. So I don't have your dumb ass screaming until 2 a.m. on fucking Call of Duty, and so I have a fucking cold room. That's what That's why I did it.
that
I didn't
makes
go there
sense.
because I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to go to bed early.
That doesn't make sense, Ella, right?
Also because
What?
literally
It makes total sense.
Out
of-
Because
sense.
when you're around, you have to control every fucking moment in every
I
situation.
wouldn't wake him up every
Yeah,
5
but you wouldn't
minutes.
have. There would have been some bullshit like,
Yeah, it
yo,
would've been some bullshit,
ew,
bro.
I think I hear somebody outside, and then he's not, at like 2 a.m. when he really needs you for stuff, right? Like protecting him. Then he's nice.
No, you guys are being real dramatic.
Jay, and the funny thing is, last night was one of the only nights in this week that all of us like left at like 10 p.m. and like David was asleep. We all went to bed early, and Ilya like fucking went to the hotel, slept worse than anybody here.
Yeah, that's what I didn't get to. The fucking AC unit barely fucking worked. It kept
Oh,
making this
God.
loud noise until like 2 a.m. and I fucking got up and I finally
You fucked
figured it out.
yourself.
Yeah, and I literally didn't go to bed till 2 a.m.
I wish I knew what room you were in. I just kept knocking on your door as one of the maids. Room service.
He literally just bought an AC unit for his room to make it colder, and he was bragging about it.
I know. He's an idiot.
Stop calling me a fucking idiot for going to a hotel room getting sleep.
It's stupid.
I'm not dumb.
It makes
you
no
said-
not
sense.
stupid.
Yes, it is.
No, honestly, if the fucking hotel room had proper AC, it would have been a good move. On top of that, beat your time, dumb fuck. So whatever I did worked. Fuck you.
Wow.